If you ask someone out and they say no, what is the best thing to say? Okay, no problem, see you around. Then smile creepily and walk away from them backwards while maintaining eye contact. Okay, thanks for being honest. I have seen too many situations where someone says yes because they feel bad or awkward. Don't lead someone on because you feel bad. Edit. Thank you for the gold and the other awards. This has been a great discussion. So interesting to hear different perspectives and stories. I've said this before, or something like it, not thought another word about it, and had the someone call me back 2 days later. Turns out they had just never really considered going out with me, and their default answer was no. After I took the rejection so cleanly and didn't get all freaky, they started thinking differently of me. Finn Jurgens and a moon walk out to there and put on your shades. You wanna go in then? This made me laugh. Thank you. Good choice. I wouldn't wanna date me either. My friend used to ask guys you wanna date, and if they said no, she would pull out a bag of dates and say cool, more for me then. It was hilarious every time. If only this worked in other languages. I just say I respect that and move the duck on. My English teacher in high school would brag to us about how his wife wouldn't give him the time of day, but he persisted and eventually won her over. This was also well before the time of Reddit. The best I've heard is alright. Well, take it as a compliment then. Edit. Well, thanks for the gold. There's definitely a lot back and forth in the comments, and honestly I can't remember what friend had it used on her. She didn't know him well. I wanna say they were talking at a bar or something, and she rejected him cause she already had a BF. TBH, as a woman, the one thing is just please for the love of everything don't argue with a rejection or throw a fit. That's a good one. Leave smoothly while boosting their confidence a bit. Or phooey. Happy cake day twin. Have no worries, and then you go about your business. And avoid them like the plague after that, right? According to r/creepypants, it's something along the lines of, you're ugly anyway you stupid bitch. Don't forget to show them your ick, if you own one, so they can realize how wrong they were. Oh sorry, my cat ran across my keyboard. Even better if you're talking to them in person. You're only saying that because you're my sister. Siblings by God, lovers by choice. I'm sorry, I'll just see myself out. Just run in the opposite direction. Never stop. Never look back. Full speed too. Your goal is to reach the next city before nightfall. An actual response of mine from high school. Huh. Well, that sucks. The girl in question laughed, I laughed, and it smoothed over. And then she proceeded in the following months to cling to me and pretend I was her boyfriend. Oh yay. I know how to pick chief. Pretend I was her boyfriend, homie. I think she might have changed her mind. If they explain that they have a girlfriend/boyfriend/wife/husband/partner, I'll usually say, oh, they're very lucky then, smile through the pain, and walk away. It establishes that I respect not just them, but their relationship, and perhaps they will go home and think, yeah, I guess I'm pretty lucky too. Oh my, this brings me back to the weirdest encounter I had a while back. On my way to work one morning, a street musician playing bongo drums outside the train station just dropped his drum and ran after me after I walked past him. He asked if he could have my number and if we could go out sometime. Coherent and rather handsome, though he did have a bit of an unwashed hippie thing going on. Cheekbones and jaw like a Calvin Klein model though, not gonna lie. For all I know he could be a psychotic serial killer though, and the sudden approach out of nowhere combined with my mind already being in a state of office work mode activated, stunned me, and I just thanked him, but told him I had a boyfriend. I don't. Cue this conversation. Him, so you're not about to break up soon maybe? Me, no. Sorry to disappoint you, but we're actually planning our wedding this summer. A total lie to be polite and not hurt his feelings. Oh, congratulations. So has your number one then? Yep. Has my number one. But thank you, I'm flattered. But yeah. I need to go to work, so but hey wait. I just thought of something. Here I would like you all to imagine the tone of voice and facial expression of an excited child. H. Actually, what I really want is just to have sex with you. M.O_OH. So it's totally okay if you are in love with another guy. I don't mind at all. You don't need to have feelings for me if you don't want to. M. Here I just lost my chiz and started laughing out loud because of the absurdity of the situation and the fact that he seemed really excited and triumphant over his own idea and open-mindedness. H. A. Well, at least I'm an honest guy, right? And this is where I think he realized that this is not the conventional way to ask a woman out. He actually had the decency to look a bit embarrassed. M. Yep, you sure are. Have a nice day. And off I went, only to bump into him everywhere the following 4 days. Awkwardly nodding and laughing to each other every time, because not acknowledging each other would have been extremely obvious and even more awkward. After the 4th day I believe his embarrassment made the earth open up and swallow him whole, because I haven't seen him since. Or he just found another neighborhood to frequent. They said they had already been asked out by someone else. So I wish them good luck and to rock that chiz. I don't fail halfway. Rock that chiz lol, I love this. Urinate yourself to ease the tension, then moonwalk the duck up out to there. You know, clicking on this thread I had a general idea of what was going to be in here, but just ducking this yourself was surprisingly not what I expected to find. Just like the simulations. When a 4-armed robot with tuberculosis runs at you lightsaber in each hand, this is nothing like the simulations. Oh wait, this isn't where I park my car. In actuality, it would depend on the circumstances. For anything as casual as this seems, I'd just go with a friendly farewell. Scotty doesn't know. Be glad they said anything instead of ghosting you. You, hey, wanna go out? Fades from existence. Challenge them to 9 rounds of bare knuckle boxing. To the death. My sophomore year of high school I had a couple of clees with this girl I had a crush on. Because teachers loved using alphabetical order there, she and I ended up sitting next to each other in those clees. We start parring notes in those clees, talking about random stuff and being a bit flirty. One day I decide to get the courage to ask if she wanted to go out with me to a movie or something. So I ask her out in one of our notes. She replies saying that she's really sorry, but she doesn't like me in that type of way. I was devastated, of course, but I also liked her as a friend and didn't want to lose that. So I replied saying that was okay and asking if we could just forget I asked and keep things the way they were because class would be so boring without our talks. She said yeah, that was fine, and we stayed note buddies throughout the year. Not sure if this would work for everyone, but it worked for me. Once I rejected someone in a similar way, saying how sorry I am, and he, in a very respectful, calm, and cool way, said that it's fine, since we don't choose who we like in that way. Amazing guy, especially for a teenager. Okay, I figured I'd ask. This was actually gonna be my go-to. Figured I would ask Reddit for options as well. She responded with I have a boyfriend, sounded genuine. I told her she's so pretty, she could use 2 boyfriends. Her face went cherry red, and with a smile, said maybe I'll see you next year. Asked her on the last day of school. Never saw her again as I changed schools. Usually the person who asks gets embarrassed, but this one is opposite. Break into a sad musical number. Me Maria is all alone in the moonlight while twirling away. Awkward. The higher your pitch and the longer you can stretch it out, the better. Dog's ears perk up around my entire neighborhood as I moonwalk out there, the eternal awkward ringing eternally in the eardrums of she who rejected me. Fine. Your loss. I may ducking catch. You're gonna rue the day you parred up on dating me. You will rue it. Nepal. Apparently, if you're on Tinder, the appropriate response would be you're a fugly bitch anyways. I was just asking to be nice. Good luck finding someone charming. The Tinder dating culture seems like a lovely place. I don't ask people out, but I once had someone ask me out, and I said no. He just looked at me for a couple seconds and said okay, cool, before proceeding to go back to our previous conversation. Those 2 seconds was precisely the moment his soul left his body. Honestly, if it's someone you don't know well or really at all, just say something like no worries and walk away. If they want to pursue a friendship, they will. If it's a friend or close acquaintance, try saying something along the lines of okay. Figured it couldn't hurt to ask. I hope I didn't make this too weird for you and that we can still hang out as totally platonic friends. Too much. Hope we can still hang out as totally platonic friends is more awkward. Say nothing. Just stand there and stare at them blankly and silently. Try not to blink or move in any way. Do not break eye contact. What if I become invisible then? Your scalloped potatoes are ducked. Holy duck, that made me laugh. Depends on how they say no. Oh. Perfect, pick you up Saturday at 7 PM. Bring nothing. Not even your clothes. I'm typically that person who makes their excuses to them and then start to hate them for rejecting me. Don't be me. This is not the right way. The first step is self-awareness, isn't it? Why you too? That will definitely work in a high school drama, since that person will start to notice how shy you are and then fall for you as they stalk you and get to know you better and then finally ask you out themselves. Reality is harsh, even if it's the only place where we can eat ice cream. Trick question. You have AirPods in, so when they say not, you take one out and say, oh, did you say something? This is where the fun begins. Oh well, have a nice day. Given your username, you would say that and then conquer their lands and force them into slavery. Okay, fine. Then run away at top speed to show what they missed out on. Perfection. Bold of you to warm I have the balls to ask someone out. Take care. Respect her/his choice. Honestly, as long as you do that, it doesn't really matter what your actually words are. Internally, hey, that's fair, I get it. Externally, you stupid bimbo, I don't think she'll understand. Psych. Got M. So UHH, does this cloth smell like chloroform to you? Tried this but she didn't answer though, so I don't recommend doing this. That's alright. I hope we can still be friends. Narrator, but they couldn't. Smell ya later, stinker. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Take care. Something along the lines of okay, that's fine. Maybe we can be friends, something like that. No need to overreact or hate on someone just because you aren't what they are looking for. If you want to avoid awkwardness, I think the better question to ask is how to ask someone out in a way that you have a smooth way out. If they say no, maybe frame it as something you were gonna do anyway and you're just asking if they feel like joining you. That way, the situation doesn't read like it's all hinging on them or like they're rebuffing you as seriously. If they say no, hey, so I'm getting into a relationship and I'm wondering if you'd like to join me? Obligatory/edit, Silver. Oh well, can't win if you don't play. All good. You seem like a great person, I just had to ask. Thank you for being honest. Acknowledge, compliment, and leave it there. Seriously, this is not hard, people. Well, you've got my resume, so please consider me for any future positions. Thank you for your time. And warming, this is post-corona. Offer a firm handshake, 3 pumps, no more, and exit the room. Just say okay, have a nice day or something along those lines. Oh good, you have taste. Here's a great idea, don't ask them out in their first place, because your self-esteem is so low you think it's impossible for anyone to even like you as a friend. Wink. You know, that thought has crossed my mind. Execute a power move by urinating on them while maintaining eye contact. Then ask casually, changed your mind? Usually they will respond positively to your pheromones when you do this. I met someone. It seemed like we clicked. I was attracted. She thought I was hilarious. We did a couple social things. I said hey. She was like no. I said okay, that's cool, but she didn't answer when I called her to invite her to a fun thing. Kind of sad that I ducked it up by asking her out, but asking her out shouldn't have ducked it up. So it's kind of on her too. Sort of like how I went on a date with a girl on Tinder and in our conversation said, this date we're on right now, which was followed with oh, this isn't a date, I just wanted to make friends. Ducked it up by assuming we were on a date when we connected through a dating app. How silly of me. Commit multiple murder sprees, and when you meet again, you say guess you dodged a bullet with me while giving her best puppy dog eyes. Oh, sorry, it was my little bro who asked that. He was using my account even though you asked in person. Wipes brow, stop wiping my brow. Pull out a notebook and write it down in front of them. Then, justify your actions by saying that you're doing a public experiment in which you're asking a bunch of people out. This post came at the wrong time. My crush just rejected me 20 minutes ago. What did you say? Smile, shrug, and say had to ask. Confidence is sexy. Smile, shrug, and say had to ask, then roll on the ground and cry. Alright. It was worth a shot. Welp, tell your mom I tried. Alright, fine. What's your sister's number? Shucks. Good luck out there. I'm sure you'll make some lucky person very happy. I'll just have a sugar packet or two, then. Thanks. Yeah, that makes sense. NOOOO, the longer and louder the better. Okay, I can respect that. But, if you change your mind, I'm still interested. I've turned down a few people just because of how shy I am, and not because I didn't like them. It's good to leave an opening for someone that may be less trusting, and that they can feel comfortable talking to you later. K. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. Depends on if I know the person. If it's a stranger, I'd say something like no worries, sorry for bothering you, yeah I'll try to have a good night, and then take my leave. No making a big scene, and it leaves things pretty casually. If it's someone I'm close to, I'd be like, well I'm sorry if I misread things. I won't bring it up again. Your friendship is what's most important to me. Just don't start being all weird now. Mayo, I had someone actually do the latter to me. They asked me out, and they gave me a reply similar to the last one after I said no, and I continued talking to them anyway because of how chill they were. Thanks for being direct. I hope you find what you are looking for. Smile and leave. A bit heavy. She is not on a vision quest. She just doesn't want to go out with you. This is not a big deal. Say cool, then awkwardly moonwalk away from them. I once told a girl that I liked her. She told me that she wasn't interested because a long relationship she just had and whatnot, so I just told her that it was cool. I told her that I just wanted her to know I liked her, and I thought she was an amazing and smart. She ended up asking me to the prom, in which I politely declined because her friend overheard our conversation about me liking her and getting rejected, but thought my response was cute. So yeah, rolled one either way. Okay then duck off. I read this as, okay, then duck off. And it was very different. I don't care, get in the ducking van. If you're a nice guy, you should def call them fat and ugly to show how you were joking about wanting a date. If you're not a nice person, just say okay and move on. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I believe I went with a worth a shot. Just say great, I'll pick up at 7 then. I know a great Italian place. You're going to love it. This will be the best first date you have been on. As you're walking away, say I can't believe she said yes. Well, my self-esteem was getting too high anyway. Oh my, you watched until the end? That's ducking awesome, dude. Thanks for watching.